Hello guys, welcome to Anzaria, and today we're going to be talking about a book named Harry Potter. The book which I'm going to be reviewing today is called Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, which is the first book in J.K. Rowling's world-famous fantasy series named Harry Potter, first published in 1997, which has captured the hearts of millions of readers worldwide. The book introduces us to the magical world of Harry Potter, whose journey from an ordinary boy to a magical hero begins here. The book begins in the least magical place imaginable, Private Drive, where Harry lives with his aunt and uncle Dursley and with his annoying cousin Dudley, who treats him worse than leftover cabbage. His bedroom is literally a cupboard under the stairs. Child services nowhere to be found. On his 11th birthday, a giant named Hagrid, well, half giant actually, smashes into Harry's life, quite literally, and tells him the shocking news. Harry is a wizard. Not only that, but he's kind of famous in the wizarding world because he survived an attack from the world's most powerful and darkest wizard ever, Lord Voldemort, when he was just a baby. Lord Voldemort killed Harry's parents, but failed to kill Harry and mysteriously vanished afterwards. So most of you might ask, why would the most evil wizard ever fail to kill a 1-year-old boy and vanish? Well, here's the answer. Since Harry's mother, Lily, died saving him, a love-bounded protection would protect Harry until his 17th, which Voldemort fails to understand because that no-nose freak never experienced love, neither received nor gave. Well, let's just say Harry had quite the 11th birthday. Harry is whisked away to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, entering a world of floating candles, enchanted feasts, and staircases that move when they feel like it. It's inconvenient but magical. On the Hogwarts Express, he meets Ron Weasley, which is short for Ginger, Hungry, and Lovable, and Hermione Granger, who is the smartest witch alive, also terrifying. He makes quite a few rivals too, most notable of them all, Draco Malfoy, who he manages to make an enemy on the first day of Hogwarts. Life at Hogwarts is anything but ordinary. Harry gets sorted into Gryffindor, learns how to play Quidditch even though he's first year. Quidditch is like a game, imagine soccer but on broomsticks, and high risk of falling to your own death, and encounters eccentric professors, ranging from the very kind and wise Dumbledore, and of course, the eternally grumpy Professor Snape. Soon, Harry and his friends stumble upon a mystery. A 3-headed dog, nicknamed Fluffy, is guarding something on the 3rd floor. Turns out it's the Philosopher's Stone, an object which can grant anyone immortality. Someone is trying to steal it, and their main suspect? Of course, Professor Snape, with his greasy hair and suspicious glare. Our 3 heroes, being 11-year-olds with absolutely no sense of self-preservation, decide to protect the stone themselves, thinking they could succeed in facing a series of brave magical challenges specially designed by Hogwarts professors, which, surprisingly, they do. The most notable challenges are a deadly life-size game of chess. Ron shines here, even though he nearly sacrifices himself. Devil's Snare. Hermione saves the day with her encyclopedic brain. And Flying Keys, which Harry succeeds in with his Quidditch skills. And finally, a showdown in the last chamber. But here's the twist. It wasn't Snape at all. It was Professor Quirrell, the timid, stuttering teacher who joined Hogwarts over the summer. And that stutter? It wasn't a real thing. It was fake, just to prove his innocence. Even creepier, Voldemort's weakened spirit is literally living on the back of Quirrell's head. Yes, the turban had a purpose. Ew. Harry, with nothing but courage and some last-minute Dumbledore intervention, prevents Voldemort from stealing the stone. The Philosopher's Stone itself is destroyed to prevent future misuse. Voldemort's down, but not gone. He escapes. Well, there's still 6 books left. What do you expect? The book ends here, and it's time for some personal reflection. In my opinion, the book is not just about wands and spells and broomsticks. It's about finding where you belong, the friends who stand by you, and the choices that define who you are. And it does all this while making you laugh at Bertie Bott's every flavored beans. Earwax, anyone? By the end, you just don't want to read the next book. You want to pack your bags and move into the Gryffindor Tower, or the Slytherin dungeons. Depends on you. Now, in my opinion, I'd rate this a 5 out of 5 for Magic and Fantasy, and 4.85 overall. because Voldemort living on the back of Professor Quirrell's head is a nightmare fuel I still haven't fully recovered from. And I actually think J.K. Rowling is secretly a witch, telling us muggles about how the wizarding world is and how it works. Thank you all for listening. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button faster than Harry caught the snitch in his first match.